Easy to think what? When you're in a place where conditions are bad and you're challenged, right? It's easy to think, oh, maybe God is punishing us for something. But as one author points out, that I want to note, right, that there is an important difference between discipline and punishment. And so punishment, as this author says, is a penalty for past sin, whereas discipline is training or schooling for the future. And the point that I want to note is, God here, as he says in verse 5, wasn't punishing his people. He was training them for the future. He was training them. He was preparing them. He needed to change their hearts. He needed them, through adversity, to understand and to reinforce their trust, their dependence, their obedience in God the Father. And so because it was discipline, this is why it's so important for the people to remember what had happened to them, so that they would learn from their past. And so today for us, perhaps 2024 for you was a very challenging year. And perhaps in some ways you had, similar to the Israelites, right, a wilderness or desert experience where circumstances were difficult, where times were tough, where you had to endure discomfort, trials, or suffering in your life. And maybe you felt stuck this past year, that as you cried out to God for relief, for help, yet he made you wait for him. And if this was your year, as you look back at the events of this past year, even though it may be painful to do so and you just want to put it all behind you, yet again, God is working. He was working. And so it's important for you to reflect and understand how he was working this past year, even through the wilderness experience that you may have had.